Just switches from crisis mode, it goes from practice mode to crisis mode, and what does he do? As soon as someone tells him good job, what's the first thing he does?
Packs up and leaves?
He gets all full of himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
all full. Yeah. I'm jumping ahead, sorry.
Yeah, that's later. He gets...
Yeah, we were
Which
all,
time?
What?
We were all at the pack up and home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he gets all full of himself because, you know, he's #1 out of 3 people, and, you know, Katsunagi decides to share that with him, that his synchronization ratio scores were higher than everybody else's. And then that makes him feel like, well, I'm the big man on campus. I'm not going to do anything they say. Pop out behind this building. I can't see crap. And then every single time an Ava gets a hole poked in it, that's like $10 million down the drain.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little hole or like a scratch, you know. Or, oh, you got the knife knocked out of your hand. That's in outer space. We're not going to find that. Let me go get that for you guys.
It's gonna be orbiting after the Unit 1 after the ending.
Yeah, this is stupid, but this occurred to me later, that the Lance of Longelus, let's just say we had a Transformers Evangelion crossover. Did the Lance of Longelus kill the moon? Yes or no? I think it did, personally.
I think Megatron used it.
Yeah, Megatron used the Lance of Longelus.
That's how he got the upper edge on Cybertron.
He would. He would.
Hurled it at Unicron.
Yeah. Anyways.
Why not a prisoner in Evangelion crossover?
What?
Prisoner?
The prisoner.
You know what the prisoner is?
No.
It's oftentimes considered the spiritual success or predecessor to Evangelion.
Never heard of it.
Really, the Predator?
Predecessor.
Oh, the predecessor.
No, what's it called again?
The prisoner.
The
The
Prisoner.
prisoner.
It's
So
a 1969 British TV show, old sci-fi British TV show. Basically, it's the show about a guy who used to be a CIA agent, resigned, and was kidnapped to be taken to a prison island because of secrets that he had in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And
When did the
everyone was
giant
given a
publish?
number instead of a name.
Oh, so as relates as far as like first child, second child.
Actually, it relates more or less because Hideki Anno used the prisoner as the model for the end of Evangelion and the last 2 episodes off of the last 2 episodes of the prisoner.
No wonder the last 2 episodes suck.
Let's see, I think Space Odyssey 2001 and Space Runaway Ion probably had a lot more influence on it.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen those.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Space Odyssey, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like
Yes, I did see that.
that's like
I saw
a perfect
2001
example
and
of a dramatic soundtrack that just like monkeys are fighting. Why is this so awesome?
Yes, I saw both 2001, 2010. Has anyone here seen The Prisoner or know what I'm talking about?
No?
No.
Okay.
I think we're all gonna Google
Now
it when
I'm
we get home.
curious. I wrote it down.
It's actually streaming online on AMC, or it was, when
really?
they had the remake on AMC.
Okay.
Make sure to watch the 60s version and not the new remake that they made last year. That one wasn't that good, although Ian McKellen was in it. But
Ian McKellen.
it was the whole, other than that, it wasn't really that great.
No. That's.
Oh no, that's Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah,
No, Ewan
and
McGregor.
also he wasn't even alive in 1969. I don't.
No, it's been remake. He said remake.
Oh, he was in the remake.
Yeah.
McGregor.
No, he's talking
Ian
about
McKellen.
Yeah.
Ian
The
McKellen was
remake
in
of The
original.
Prisoner.
Yeah.
Okay, is he in the remake? How did you know that? What are you talking
Ian
about?
McKellen's in the remake of The Prisoner.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think the remake of a lot of people who like the original show think the remake sucks, as is usually the case.
Yes.
Okay, I've talked long enough.
Shit.
Woo, Shinji. That's who we were talking about. Let's go to that chick. Now, what's her problem?
Just flow. Oh, sorry.
Shh, not yet.
Oh, come on. You have to start there.
I mean, you can't like 100% start there. But
Okay, the problem with which Ray? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about the spare rays?
which there are so many of. Well,
Okay.
I mean, they lock her in a room all by herself. You know, she doesn't live with anybody. Shinji, because they know how emotionally fragile he is, gets to live with Katsuragi and
Asuka.
and Asuka gets added later,
Yeah.
mostly because she's a live wire. Like, they can't keep a handle on that chick to save their lives.
Yeah. I think Shinji has a crush on Asuka.
And Asuka was the one who wanted to hang out with him, but we'll get to that.
Actually, you probably could argue that he does, but
Well,
very well.
he didn't really.
After End of Evangelion.
No.
No. God, no.
At least he has some feelings.
Yeah, he has some kind of feelings for her.
Yo, that scene could have
I
gone
think-
a lot worse.
I think that's actually the most important part.
And Evangelion, like
Well,
that.
it's symbolic. You know, it's Shinji. He is the seed.
You can't argue that.
It's all over. Sorry.
Well, yeah, so
Family
like
friendly.
basically being a clone and the fact that she has to deal with this lonely environment where she never gets to interact with anybody, and basically the only person that ever pays any attention to her is Gendo. I mean, what's her relationship with Gendo? That's kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah, it's really weird.
But
Well, yeah,
Partially a
it's his
clone of his
relationship.
wife and
Yeah.
pretty much the progenitor of all of humanity.
Yeah.
And a clone.
yeah, clone of his wife with
Yeah.
like Ava DNA in there, or not Ava DNA, but Lilith.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like the rebuild, because it's like I really feel like the fourth movie should really go into what happened to Adam. Didn't everybody think Adam was down there, and then Dynax decided to be trolls, and we're like, no, it's just Lilith. Which Dynax always does that anyway. But
Yeah.
It's like,
They really do, it's
Adam's
terrible.
actually against his hand,
Oh,
guys.
he's now there now.
yeah, they're punks.
They didn't used to do that before Evangelion.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like every show they do, the end is a troll.
Lost.
Another thing that kind of adds to the complexity of it, you have Ray 1, 2, and 3 throughout the series, plus all the other clones. Ray 1 is probably the only one who had been born and raised as a child. When she was killed, you had her memories downloaded to Ray 2.
Right.
And Ray 2 is finally becoming a personality before she self-destructed.
Right. Yeah. And you know, something I read that was very intriguing for me is the question is, does Rey not have feelings and that's why she has no expression, or is she full of feelings but she's not aware of a way to express them?
Well, because she's a clone, she has to build her own personality.
But not necessarily from each individual time. She does have her original memories, which you'd think would add. She would have learned
like,
from her.
build a personality from
Yeah.
those memories.
Well, could that be why
And
she's
each
saying,
Ray did
she didn't
have
remember?
sort of its own unique personality that started to develop in its own way.
Yeah, over time. For example, when her entry plug is force ejected after she almost dies again, and Shinji goes down there and opens it with his bare hands, even though it's a couple hundred degrees. Well, not his bare hands, but it's not like you expect the plug suit to be armor either. After he does that for her, I mean, and she really doesn't know what to do. But I do agree that was that you that said part of the reason she may have saved Shinji from Kaoru was because of different things like that. Because Shinji was never anything but nice to her, really. And of course, she and Asuka never got along, but that's not a surprise.
They were fighting over shit.
I recall a
Asuka
slap.
never gets along with anyone.
Yeah, not really.
Except
Even
Kaji.
Asuka.
Yeah, except Kaji.
And Kaji doesn't really want to get
Biting
into that.
his tongue the whole time.
And the thing that you forget is that these people are all so screwed up, and they're only 14. They're 14 years old.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm older than 14 now.
Yes.
I was messed up at 14. I think just like every single 14-year-old in the world is pretty messed up.
Worst year of my life.
Yeah.
Worst.
Well,
And that's the year I died.
see, you take that year, and then you add on it the responsibility of piloting a giant Ava.
That would have made my
Giant robot
14 year a lot
built
better,
to
actually.
save.
No, but see, you
Yeah,
think
but
you
think
think
that.
it would
Well,
have.
I
there's a
think it would, but then
responsibility that
again,
comes along
he was
with it.
forced into it, and it's kind of
Yeah,
like
he
he
didn't
doesn't.
know
Not to
Saving
mention your
the
feeling
world.
of pain.
He didn't
comes
Yeah,
with
and there's
it.
a lot of
Yes.
well, yeah. As a 14-year-old, you know, you're expected to do well in school, but that's also the time of your life when you're starting to
Do
really.
well in school, talk to girls, save
Yeah,
the world.
it's like regular stuff, but there's a lot of pressure there because you're also. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people start going through, you know, different changes at that time in their life as well,
What
guys
kind of
and
changes,
girls.
Dave?
Puberty. Let's get that out of the way. So you're developing into like more of a finalized person at that point because like think back to the music you liked when you were 13. Do you like that kind of stuff now? Hardly ever.
I do.
You know, whatever, Matt.
I'm proving you wrong.
Like all these 14-year-old boys that like Katy Perry now,
Oh.
they're gonna grow up and realize, well, yeah, she has big boobs, but oh, that's horrible music.
I
So,
listen to Katy.
Matt, you're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. Sorry,
Let me make my mask, man.
couldn't help it.
Do you think the Levy were botched the masquerade, by the way?
Sure, it's a mask.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Yeah. As
if
long as
not, the kilted man might stab you.
The name of Shinji's two friends, totally slipping my mind right
Toji
now.
and the one who's a nerd about the military.
And the other guy.
Yep.
Toji and the
Toji wasn't owned inside his own Ava. I could see him being one of the more level-headed pirates.
Pirates.
Pirates? What are you, Asian?
Well, pirate.
No, yeah,
But I think their other friend was so disillusioned that he wouldn't make a good pilot at all. Kind of like the shock of everything would have hit him at once.
Shinji?
No, the nerd one. What's his name?
Kensuke.
Kensuke. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
The guy who looks like Otacon.
That way we don't forget names.
Nice.
Wikipedia.
The power
Yeah,
of technology.
Wikipedia. This is great. Yeah. Other characters. Did they not even list that guy?
No, there's.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that guy. He's an otaku. Anyways,
No, sir.
we are weeaboo. Evan Powell's gonna come and kill us.
No. Everyone that did.
And so there's just a ridiculous amount of. I mean, you don't really know what's even going on in your own head, and then you have to deal with the pressure of. I mean,
Son, I love you. Pilot this.
yeah, well, yeah. For example, like the whole thing with Kensuke and Toji, the fact that like, oh, you injured my sister, I'm gonna punch you in the face, and then you know, deservedly he felt terrible about it afterwards. But you know, he didn't really know, he can't comprehend what just happened there. Just because Shinji, yeah, inadvertently injured his sister, there's also the fact that he saved everybody in Tokyo 3. And the fact that Unit 0 was not even functioning, and Asuka wasn't even there at that point, because it's episode 1, you know.
That was his first time.
Yeah, that was his
ever
first
being
time
ever.
out. So it's like, first of all, what do you expect of the guy? He jumps in this
He
giant...
has like 3 seconds to prepare himself.
Yeah, it's like,
And unless
will
you're
you
a
do
new type,
it?
you're screwed.
Will you do it? I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay,
You know?
it was like he was raped with a Ava.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and the thing is that with Unit 1, you get the constant blackouts when the thing goes crazy on its own and just starts tearing things up.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Gain self-awareness. He's trying to.
I'm
So-
on mustn't
It's like
run away.
every
Now let's
series
examine
robot
this.
ends in
So it's not,
Terminator.
it's not really fair of Toji to expect him to have handled that any differently. Like how would Toji have handled it if he had been there? The
Would've
same
done it
way.
better.
Yeah, right. I mean, sure, he might have jumped into battle, but he probably would have done something stupid. You know?
He does jump into battle, he dies. So.
Well, yeah.
Actually, he doesn't jump into battle. His
He didn't die, yeah.
his Ava jumps into battle with
He
him
didn't
in
die
it.
in the series.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's an unwilling
Lost his
participant
legs.
raped by.
That's a weird
Oscar.
image in my mind.
That happens so many times
There's
in
a
the
lot of
series.
rape by Ava.
What, you mean the whole mind rape thing?
Well, look
Yes.
at
Yeah.
Yeah.